Hello, everybody. It's Jen. Good morning. Hi, friends. Hi, community. Hi, loved ones. Well, today I'm going to create just a really quick video to answer some of your questions. This is going to be an introduction video because I've got more to say about it, but I want to be brief and get to the point. Ha ha ha, one of my challenges in life. Today I'm going to discuss just the beginning of what is the repetition exercise. What is repetition? Have any of you ever heard of this exercise? For those of you who study with me, you have heard of it. This is something that I've incorporated into my coaching services because it is such a fun game and it's really, really great for reinforcing our inner guidance system, as it were. So I just want to introduce it to you and explain it to you, all because I will be launching 2 courses, one in May and one in June, based solely on the repetition exercise. They're 10-week courses, once a week. Please contact me if you're interested. I'm not here to sell you my courses. I'm here to introduce you to an amazing exercise that is so much fun. And this is something that I've been doing for more than half of my life, let's put it that way. And it just keeps unfolding and developing and serving me in so many beautiful ways. So I would love to share this exercise with anyone who would love to learn it because it is applicable to the entire species, not just to performers. But anyway, let's go back to its origins and let's talk about what is this repetition exercise. Very simply put, it is a game. It is an act of love. Repetition, or the repetition exercise, it's called both repetition or the repetition exercise, was created by Sanford Meisner. I'm sure some of you have heard his name, the great Meisner, the great lover of actors and directors and writers. Truly, truly a gift for creative people. Sanford Meisner created this by himself, and of course with his students. He created this game, this exercise, in order to teach actors how to fully and actively listen to one another, and simply put, how to pay attention to one another. Now, I learned this exercise during my undergraduate studies at the Atlantic Theater. Repetition is a fundamental exercise for the practical aesthetics technique, which is the approach to acting developed by William H. Macy and David Mamet. Now, this exercise they taught to their students. They actually developed it with their students, which are my mentors. So they passed it directly on to me, and that was Scott Ziegler, Mary McCann, Robert Bella, and a bunch of other super creative people at the Atlantic Theater. I was blessed to study there. So you may be asking yourselves, as one would, Jennifer, why would actors need to learn how to listen to one another? That sounds a little crazy, right? Yeah, because they're communicating with one another. They should probably listen. Well, that's a modern concept. Thank you, Sanford Meisner. Before Meisner, and for the entire history of theater, and often still today, especially you notice in Europe, for example, we're still doing the traditional old-style commedia dell'arte traditional forms of theater, and there's a block. There's a lack of communication happening on stage, but also between the actors and the audience. So we'll get a little bit more into that in just a moment. But traditionally speaking, actors, imagine this, they repeat and rehearse the scene over and over and over again throughout the entire rehearsal process in the exact same way. Okay, so this was the tradition. And they would just repeat that same exact thing over and over. I'm getting bored just telling you about it. Over and over again. And they would memorize it and set it. They would lock it in stone, as we say in English. Set it in stone. They would lock it in, and they would then simply repeat that performance on stage. Now, they would do this so that they would know what was happening, what was going to happen from line to line, right? Or from beat to beat, or from moment to moment, or even from movement to movement. So in other words, it was all set before the curtain opened, before the audience came in. And therefore, there was no communicating happening between the actors. They're just regurgitating, or what we say in the acting community. What I hear a lot of European actors talking to me about is they're lying, they're faking, they're manipulating. The performance is banal, and nobody's having a good time because the actors can feel it. And basically, a situation like that, any creative person can imagine this. And you're all creative people, so I'm sure you can imagine this. It's the death of creativity when things are already set and everything is known, because no truth is happening. If no truth is happening, there's no creativity happening. So actors feel it, and it is the death of their craft, their beloved craft, especially modern actors. You just feel it. And audiences, oh my goodness, audiences are very intelligent. You are very intelligent. They know when they're being lied to. Audiences know when they're being manipulated and lied to, or being shown a false scenario or false situation, and they can sense it, whether they're live in a theater watching a performance or whether they're watching something through a camera lens. So not a good situation for communicators to find themselves in. Well, have no fear. Sanford Meisner, oh, what a huge heart this man had. And my mentors and myself, we all suggest that there is a better way, a more loving, a more productive, a more honest, a more creative way. And when I say creative, I mean infinite possibility. That is what gets an actor going. That is what gets an artist going. The unknown. So this technique teaches us how, this exercise rather, teaches us how to get comfortable in the present moment with the unknown. What's going to happen? We'll see. It takes a lot of heart. It takes a lot of bravery to just stand and not have all the answers and to communicate. And what we find with practicing this very fun game, it's so fun, you guys. I really love it. What we find in practicing this is it does turn on your inner guidance system, this innate wisdom that you have. We've got to validate that and spend some time there. Therefore, new truths can be discovered, and they will be truths of the present moment, not something pre-planned or pre-decided or, as we say, set in stone. No, we want the actor to be free and fluid and ready to improvise within the false circumstances of the scenario or the play or the film or whatever they happen to be doing. So that is briefly an introduction to the repetition exercise, or repetition as it is known. I love this game. Anybody want to come and play with me? Now, let me know if this was informative to you, please. And also let me know if any questions develop from this introduction that I've now made for my beloved community. I just want to spend time with you guys. I'm sending you big love from Florence, Italy. I'll see you soon. Arrivederci. It's never bye-bye, not with us. I'll see you again soon. Mwah. Much love. Ciao, ciao.